strikes it into the back of the net. And that one should wrap it up as far as Manchester City are concerned. It's the Grealish-Haaland combination again that is Leeds undoing. Swung in this time by Roca towards goal. Ederson, fingertips on that. Yes, he did get them, and that means it's carried behind for a corner kick to Leeds. Heads go up, Struijk has scored for Leeds. Fine header from Pascal Struijk. And there is just a glimmer of hope perhaps for the home team here. It's Leeds 1, Manchester City 3.
Well, that result's coming from Manchester City. 3 goals, 3 points, but considered 1. That was how Manchester City defeated Leeds United in the Premier League game played last night. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kiko Sports Show. My name is Olanda Kunubi, aka Youngster. And I remember you can watch us live from anywhere across the globe. Jump on our Facebook fan page, Solutions 939 FM. Same as our YouTube channel, Solutions 939 FM. Well, check the time right now, 9:04, and we'll look at updates coming from the world of tennis before talking fully into the world of football. Novak Djokovic's imminent return to the Australian Open will be good for tennis, according to fellow great Rafael Nadal. Djokovic arrived in Australia this week and will compete in the first of 2 underlined international tournaments before the opening Grand Slam of 2023, beginning on January 16. In January this year, the 21-time Grand Slam winner was deported from Australia after being prevented from participating at the last edition of the event. Now, the reason is because he decided not to get vaccinated, and a lot of people, gave different reactions concerning that. Well, looking at another bad boy in tennis, that is Nick Kyrgios, from Australia, right? Has withdrawn from the United Cup on the eve of the inaugural edition of the tournament, with Australia team captain Samantha Stosur admitting it's news to all of the team. I mean, you can't just predict Nick Kyrgios doing something positive, but you can predict him doing something negative. Right, the 2022 Wimbledon finalist, who has been struggling with an ankle injury, was due to line up alongside the likes of Alex de Minaur and Arja Tomljanovic in the new team event. But now let's talk about the NBA this morning, where results of games are played in the wee hours of today, looking at players who have been able to set records and some who are breaking records. Remember, you can watch us live on Facebook, facebook.com/Solutions939FM, YouTube Solutions 939 FM. We're live. Well, Kai having scored 15 fourth quarter points to lift the Brooklyn Nets to the 10th straight win, the longest streak this NBA season, with a 108-107 point victory over the short-handed Atlanta Hawks on Wednesday. Having finished with 28 points, headlined by 15 in the final period, making 5 3-pointers with 5 rebounds and 8 assists, as the Nets held on to their 3-quarter time lead. Well, for Kevin Durant, he added 26 points with a season-high 16 rebounds and 8 assists, with center Nick Claxton contributing 17 points, 10 rebounds, and a career-high 6 blocks. But now, looking at results of games played in the wee hours of today, or for other results of games, Detroit Pistons defeated Orlando Magic 121-101 points, as Washington Wizards defeated Phoenix Suns 127-102 points. It was the Miami Heat beating LA Lakers 112-98 points. In overtime, it was Milwaukee Bucks losing 113-119 points to Chicago Bulls. New Orleans Pelicans defeated Minnesota Timberwolves 119-118 points, as Utah Jazz defeated Golden State Warriors 107-1. Lost against the Golden State Warriors, 107-112 points, as Sacramento Kings defeated Denver Nuggets 127-126 points. Okay, remember, games are also going down tomorrow morning in the NBA, starting 1 a.m. Charlotte Hornets taking on Oklahoma City Thunders. Cleveland Cavaliers being the guest of Indiana Pacers, as Boston Celtics 30 minutes later will take on LA Clippers, while Toronto Raptors will be up against Memphis Grizzlies, same 1:30. And 30 minutes after that, that should be by 2 o'clock, it will be San Antonio Spurs taking on New York Knicks. And by 2:30, Dallas Mavericks will take on Houston Rockets. All right, now we'll move straight to the second half of the show, where we talk football. Nigeria Professional Football League, according to updates, the league is back, but we hope it will not be truncated, based on what we are seeing, reaction from some club owners and some fans. But let's also let you know that the draws were made yesterday, talking about how these teams will be playing. I mean, it will be in a bridge version, right? Now you have opportunity to watch Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan at the Lagos Alami Stadium with another team. Now, what club would that be? I'll let you know in the next few minutes. .909 is the time on your Remedy Dial Solutions 939 FM. Well, in case you're just tuning in, my name is Oladapo Kunubi. Now, talking about the Nigeria Professional Football League, President of the Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, Ibrahim Musa Ghazal, has applauded the interim management committee of the Nigeria Professional Football League for its efforts to reposition the Nigerian League following the conduct of the draw of the new season in Abuja on Wednesday. At the ceremony held inside the press conference hall of the Sandaria Hotel, the 20 NPFL teams were calibrated into two different groups for the purpose of the Bridge League season already approved by the Nigeria Football Federation, NFF. Now, looking at how the draws were made, most especially by group. In Group A, we have Kwara United that has also approved the home ground or accepted to use the home ground of the Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan, Lagos Alami Sports Complex as their home ground for this season. So meaning we have two MPFL teams in Ibadan, Kwara United and Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan, or we say Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan and Kwara United. Nasarawa United, Plateau United, Gombe United, El Kanemi Warriors, Yimba International, Aqua United, Bendel Insurers, My Remo Stars and Shooting Star Sports Club of Ibadan are in Group A. And in Group B, we have Niger Tornadoes, Doma United, Wiki Tourist of Bochi, Lobby Stars, Rivers United, Abia Warriors, Dakar FC, Rangers International, Sunshine Stars of Akure, and Bayelsa United in Group B. Kickoff date is January 8, 2023, as it will end in May 2023. Now, a Super 6, 3 from each group will be played to determine the eventual champion of the season. While, according to Breakdown, the champion is to earn 100 million naira. All right, that's the update talking about the Nigeria Professional Football League. You get more. Talking football on the show this morning. Remember, last night Manchester City got their 3 points against the Leeds United, and guess what? Haaland was in action, also on the scorer's chart. But for Pep Guardiola, he felt like maybe missing some couple of chances, but he's saying Haaland can be better.
He missed chances. Hopefully, can do better. But the numbers are exceptional, and it's an incredible threat for us. And always is in the right position, in the right time, and yeah, really good.
And the combination with Jack Grealish as well.
Well, good game. Well, Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola speaking there. But for Jesse Marsh, who has once managed Haaland, came out to say, well, his team Leeds United has learned a lot from that game yesterday, and they can also see how they can utilize that to also maintain their position or even do better in the league.
Yeah, I mean, one thing you know about City is that they're always able to manipulate the game with possession and unbalance you in many spots on the pitch. And I thought in that way we were actually fairly stable and balanced and didn't give a ton away. And then when we actually pushed ourselves into their half and opened up a little bit more space behind us, they got us on transition twice, and then a giveaway that led to a goal. So that's, I think, the element that Erling Haaland provides to them, is that not just that he's good in the box when they start building with possession, but that he's good in transition. So
the fear of Haaland is the beginning of wisdom, right, for teams in the Premier League, maybe in the Champions League. But remember, the Premier League continues tomorrow, where West Ham United will be at the London Stadium hosting Brentford. Leicester City will be the guest of Liverpool at the Anfield. And on 31st, Wolverhampton Wanderers host Manchester United. Bournemouth battles Crystal Palace. Southampton will be the guest of Fulham, and Manchester City will return to Etihad Stadium against Everton. Newcastle United hosts Leeds United, as Arsenal will be the guest of Brighton and Hove Albion. That will be the last game of the year, and 2 games will be going down first day of the year, while Tottenham Hotspur host Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest host Chelsea. Okay, now one man who will be expected to start a new life in England is Cody Gakpo. He was fantastic at the World Cup for Netherlands and is happy to join Liverpool.
I feel really good. I'm really excited to be here. So I'm looking forward to start training and start playing for this amazing club. The club for itself is also a really big club and really a nice achievement for me personally that there was interest from the club. And
okay, this man is happy, but let us also see what he can do. Sometimes you see some players as wrong trade in the transfer window, but let's keep our fingers crossed. To Liverpool fans, we say congratulations. We also say thumbs up to Virgil van Dijk, who also made that move successful. Okay, guys, we have to wrap up the show from this corner, and we'll be back tomorrow morning. For the kids who got their ticket for the Solutions 939 FM's end of the year, Kiddies end of the year party, come down to Bafemi Awolowo Stadium to come have fun. Uncle Victory Richard will also be there. Right, my name is Oladapo Kunubi. Shout out to Taufik Akin, Banuso, Imafo J. Peter, Woyemi Samuel, Gbemileke, Olasinde Habib, Agumbi Ade Sharif, live on Facebook. Like we always say, we say keep doing sports and stay safe.
Oh boy, today was so stressful. Hey, as in everywhere just choke. You know what will be really cool right now? Hit me, feel the vibe, leap for the fun. It's cool like Fun Ice. Call the gang and have some more. That's cool like Fun Ice. With the creamy goodness, oh yeah. Be cool like Fun Ice.
Enjoy the taste of creamy goodness with Fun Ice. Available in vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate.
So you're at your favorite booker and you've ordered rice, shaki, bomb roundabout, fuku, edo, liver, and croaker. Then you feel you should just top it up with one big, chilled bottle of 7-Up. But something tells you it's too much. Something tells you if people look at your table, they will think you're trying to kill yourself. Bros, please, what is something? Who is something? Are you something? Is something you? Something is only trying to stop you from being you. And that's all. Take this from 7-Up and Fido Dido. Just sip some 7-Up, face life, and just be you. Because nothing sure pass.
7-Up. Be you. Nothing sure pass. 7-Up. The diff is clear.
Risi, where's your sister?
She's in the bedroom.
Oh, yeah, call her for me.
Baraka, Mommy is calling you.
Risi, Joe, please buy me chill drink from Dogo.
Dogo, you there outside? I beg, help us bring one chill drink, come.
Risi, sorry, Please check if it's your daddy that's at the door. You that your line had been blocked. How did you get the credit that you're using, Ke?
I linked my NIN to my MTN line and got 20k free airtime.
Yes, so link your NIN to your MTN line today and get 20,000 Naira bonus airtime. Visit any MTN center near you to begin.
Mommy, where are you going?
MTN Experience Center, of course. You think it's only you that like good thing, eh?
Terms and conditions apply.
Union Bank is 105. To celebrate, we're giving away another 55 million naira in our Save and Win Pali promo too. That's 105,000 naira for 50 people every month, 500,000 naira for 5 people every quarter, and 5 million naira for one lucky person at the end of the year. To stand a chance, simply save at least 10,000 naira into your Union Bank account every month. If you don't have an account, you can download the Union mobile app or visit the nearest branch to open one. Terms and conditions apply.
Union Bank, your simpler, smarter bank. Oh boy, today was so stressful. Hey, as in everywhere just choke. You know what will be really cool right now? Hit me, feel the vibe, leap for the fun. It's cool like Fun Ice. Call the gang and have some more. That's cool like Fun Ice. With the creamy goodness, oh yeah. Be cool like Fun Ice.
Enjoy the taste of creamy goodness with Fun Ice. Available in vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate.
We all have that one friend that always hides everything from everyone else. Like my guy, Sheon. that got 1 gig free data when he downloaded my MTN NG app. Did he share the gist with us?
No!
But we found out, and even something he doesn't know, that we get up to 2 gig data if we recharge 500 naira or more on my MTN NG app with our debit card.
You don't mean it!
That's not all. We also get 10% extra on every airtime recharge made on my MTN NG app.
Wow!
Will we share the gist with him?
Yes!
That's correct. You get 1 gig free data when you download my MTN NG app. Up to 2 gig when you recharge 500 naira and above with your debit card on my MTN NG app. And 10% extra on every recharge made on the app. So what are you waiting for? Download my MTN NG app today to enjoy. Terms and conditions apply.
Guys, here he comes.
Guy, any gist today?
What are we doing today?
It's a beautiful morning, Naija. Don't forget to deposit your old Naira notes into your Momo wallet at the nearest Momo agent outlet before January 31st, 2023. First dial *671# to open the Momo wallet, then call our toll-free number 671 to locate the Momo agent near you.
Hello, my name is Solomon Ibu. I'm one of the brain bees competing at Solutions FM Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0. Catch me there.
My name is Anola Dolapo. I'm one of the brain bees competing at Solutions FM Kiddies End of the Year Party 2.0. Catch me there.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ nílùú Ìbàdàn. Solutions 93.9 FM.
Okay, today is day 363 in the year 2022, meaning we have barely 2 days left to the end of this very great and eventful 2022. Thank God for the breath of life. Thank God for counting you now worthy to be among the living to see this day. My name is Ade Damola Laughing. It's my pleasure to welcome you on to the From the Daily segment of AM Update on your number one radio dial, Solutions 93.9 FM. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning to you, Lafi. I'm very well, thank you. It's good to be alive, and I'm super excited for the year 2023 because I know it's going to be an eventful one, just as we've experienced in 2022. All right, let's begin with some of the stories making the front pages of our Nigerian newspapers. This morning, I have with me The Nation and the Nigerian Tribune.
And I've got the Vanguard and the Punch newspapers with me, starting from the Vanguard newspaper. Senate in disarray over CBN loan of 23.7 trillion naira to FG. Adeleke probes $106 million. Ilesha water project suspends consultant. Omobolanle Rahim, IGP recommends suspension of ASP Drambi Vandi. And moving further from the Vanguard as well, how we rescue 206 kidnapped victims, killed 21 bandits in Kaduna. Police. LP defends Oshuntokun's appointment as campaign DG, calls Arabambi saboteur. 2023, it's laughable for other presidential candidates to dislike Peter Obi. Who said that? You want to know? You'll find out in the course of the program. Tinubu prays court to dismiss suit challenging his candidacy. PDP will right APC's wrongs, Okowa. And still from the Vanguard, FCTA pulls down 3,197 structures, crushes 1,292 motorcycles in 2 weeks. And okay, these are some of the headlines on the pages of the Vanguard newspaper this morning.
All right, away from the Vanguard, let's now move to the Nation's newspaper. Buhari's and Sibaja's Obichi's son in Tinubu campaign. IGP orders suspension of killer ASP Vondi. New Naira notes Senate urges CBN to shift deadline to June 30th. National Assembly raises budget 2023 by 1.32 trillion naira. Ohanese President Obiaza dies at 80. And now to the banner headline. Wike Makinde orders for close support for Atiku. G5 governors reject peace offer from Southeast leaders. Reps tackle ASU president over claim on Bajabiamila. These and more stories you can find on the Nation's newspaper.
And moving to the Punch newspaper this morning, Senate passes 819.5 billion naira supplementary budget as debt soars. Buhari writes National Assembly seeks 2022 budget implementation extension. Another one says Buhari warns security agencies against compromising democratic processes. PDP member assassinated in Oyo. Why I accepted Obi's campaign DG appointment, Oshotokun. I will retrieve my stolen mandate, Alex Oti. And another one says PVC collection, INEC takes campaign to Calabar Carnival. And moving further, negotiations deceit, reps defend Gbajabiamila, knock ASU chairman. And still from the Punch newspaper, Rahim, Lagos Council renames street after slain lawyer. Illegal activities, Adeleke disbands Osun Mining Task Force. EFCC invites bids for forfeited properties. And another one says residents flee Ondo communities over killer herdsmen attacks. These and many more can be found on the pages of the Punch newspaper this morning.
All right, let's now move to the Nigerian Tribune, and that's our last paper for today. Tragedy struck as gunmen kill PDP chieftain in Oyo. Lagos to go after nightclubs encouraging illegal parking. More stories, of course, from the Vanguard this morning. Oyo gets new NYSC coordinator. Senate in rowdy session over Buhari's request for approval for restructuring of 22.7 trillion ways. More stories, of course. APC, PDP are dead political parties, and that is coming from Kwankwaso. Buhari NAS extends implementation period of 18.12 trillion naira 2022 budget to March 31st, 2023. And the last story this morning, Bajabiamila denies pledging to forfeit ASU's salary arrears. Interesting story. These are some of the stories you can find in our national dailies this morning. Remember, you can be a part of the conversation by sending in a message via WhatsApp or regular text to 0904 422 2939. 0904 422 2939. We are also live on Facebook as well as YouTube at facebook.com/solutions93.9. Do well to jump on the comment section and let us in on your thoughts this morning. All right, let's begin with some of the topical issues this morning, and one of it will be, the headline making, waves on the Nation's newspaper. Wike Makinde orders foreclose support for Atiku. Now, there's been a lot of stories about the G5 governors. It was a couple of days ago that we said that Wike did announce that he'll be announcing his preferred candidate for the 2023 election by January. And now reports reaching us states that some of the G5 governors are supporting Atiku, and Sheyi Makinde is for Tinubu, whereas Wike doesn't have a stand. It's safe to say that the crisis in the PDP is pretty much lingering.
Well, out of all the G5 governors, I think I'm more concerned about our governor here in your state, that is Engineer Seyi Makinde.
Yeah.
Now, if my fear, if truly Seyi Makinde wants to pitch his tent with Tinubu, we should not forget the fact that the presidential election will come first in 2023.
Yeah.
Now, I hope it won't boomerang on the chances of Seyi Makinde claiming his victory. Should he declare his support for an APC presidential candidate?
Meanwhile, he's a PDP party
and he's
member.
a PDP. We all remember what happened in 2015. There were lots of tsunamis because the moment APC won at the federal level, it affected virtually all the states of the federation, almost all the states of the federation, because everybody was like, oh, since we have an APC government up there, definitely let's to enjoy the benefits of, like they used to say, the dividends of democracy.
Yeah.
So my fear, Wike can decide to go for anyone because this is second term after and he's not vying for any office. Probably he's just going. He might even leave the country immediately after the election. So he has little or nothing to lose if whoever he declares his support for. But we're talking about Seyi Makinde here that has that's vying for a second time, and he has strong contenders. We have the likes of Benkele Mes, Bayo Adelabu of the Accord Party. We have the likes of Teslim Folari of the APC.
Yeah.
Now, if Seyi Makinde eventually comes out and declares his support for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is a presidential candidate of the APC, meanwhile ignoring your own presidential candidate, my fear is it might boomerang. But I think we have an analyst already in the studio with us, that is Comrade Olu Omotosho, who will do justice to some of these issues that we have with us this morning. Good morning, Comrade Olu Omotosho.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us.
Compliment of the season, sir.
I wish you the same.
By the time we're doing this next Thursday, we'll be in 2023.
Sure.
Okay. Now, before you walked into the studio, we were debating on this, the stance of the G5 governors. We've been able to confirm that some of them are pitching their tent with Tinubu, and some are staying. Okay, I think Victory read something this morning.
So we have a couple of the G5 governors who are moving to the opposition party to support the APC, whilst of course Wike said earlier that he'll be announcing his preferred candidate in January. With this whole development, what are the chances of the PDP really? Because we thought it was just a thing between the party, but now even the G5 governors are having some disagreement in their camp.
You see, politics in this climb is such that could always prove the pundits even wrong. When you look at development up until now, you want to say that the cloud is not clear, but as things stand now, there is no, definitely it's going to have a negative impact on the PDP, because whether you like it or not, River State is a strong PDP enclave, and from the time we started this new democratic experiment, PDP had always won at that state and some other adjoining states. And you really cannot underestimate the influence that Wike has on states in the South-South. Now, that's not to talk about other states, other PDP states across Nigeria.
Okay, Comrade, before you go further, you were talking about the influence Wike has on the electorate, right? Are you referring to the electorate?
You see, when we're talking...
Because I really don't feel Wike's stand will affect, because whoever Seyi Makinde, our governor here in Oyo State, decides to pitch his tent for doesn't have anything to do with who I am going to vote for, or who anybody on the street is going to vote for. So what is the influence these governors have on the electorate in their state?
You see, we are talking about, you are talking about you as a person. Now, people, some of us that we really will not even give a damn whoever governor or whoever anybody for that matter is voting for. Now, we will want to vote for our conscience. We want to vote according to the conviction that we have about the candidates that are being presented. But there are a lot of people. There is something they call politics of leadership in politics. In that climate, what happens is they want to listen to what their leader, their mentor, what he's saying. And that works a lot in politics in Nigeria. Up until certain times, it worked also in your state. In your state now, when you look at the sectors that we have, Okeogun, mostly Okeogun they vote according to the dictate of their leaders. Okay. So in that area too, in that climb, in the south, it's the same thing. So whether I think what they lack, both Wike, the G5 governors and the real central, the main caucus of PDP. I think what they lack is respect for they don't believe that there are compromises that needed to be. You need to employ some kind of compromise, move a little to the right, a little to the left in situations like this. Every one of them wants to say, look, this is what I am saying, and it's because of ego. And at the end of the day, it might just end up that the party will lose the whole thing, will lose it. Now, I am not saying that whoever the G5 vote for as president will win, but I am saying he's going to have a lot of impact. It's going to have a lot of impact.
Okay, but just before you walked in, Victory and I were into a conversation, and it's about the speculations that our governor in Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde, might be pitching his tent with the APC presidential candidate, that is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, in my own opinion, I feel that since we have the presidential election coming first, now if a PDP governor like Seyi Makinde, who is vying for second term in office, decides to pitch his tent with another presidential candidate from another party, won't it boomerang on his own chances of winning his election?
Well, there's something that we need to understand,
okay,
which makes his own case a little bit peculiar. Now, PDP did not win Oyo State in 2019. Seyi Makinde is there now. PDP did not win. It was Seyi Makinde that the people voted for.
Okay.
It was the people's choice at that time. And so far, I want to say, without, yes, I stand to be corrected, but I want to tell you that I've been in Oyo State. I've lived in Oyo State now for very close to 40 years. I can tell you there is no governor that had come on board that had done up onto the standard of what Seyi Makinde had done for the people.
Okay.
Now, I don't like him for some things. And of course, we had a forum where I aired that and all that. But then, if we have governors that will listen to the people, that will do what the people want. Yes, he's having the kind of trouble that he's having in the state now because he's not dancing to the tune of the politicians. And any governor, any elected officer that will dance to the tune of our politicians will not do the bidding of the people. He will be distracted. He will do a lot of things that will be against the people, that will set him against the people. Now, if goodwill works, if truly goodwill works, now I can tell you that Seyi Makinde will win again. But when you come, if what is going to rule this time is political interests, then it might be a little bit difficult for him. Now, because a lot of people are against, even leaders of his party in the state are all in arms against him. Because of one thing or the other. Of course, that is not that's not alien to politics. But then, if he decides to get closer to the people and then do what he needs to do, what is necessary for him to do, he might win. But on the surface, when you just look at it on the surface, now you might want to say that is not going to return again, because it has so many opposition. It has so many people. Like at the end of, even if he decides to say he's going to work for PDP now, that he's going to work for Atiku, that he still has a lot of opposition and restriction within his party that would not want him to succeed. So, but I think on the surface, in terms of governance, I think he has done some things that could make him to win the sympathy of the people to vote for him.
Sympathy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting choice of word. Let's move away from politics now and talk education. Gbajabiamila denies pledging to offset ASU's salary arrears. Now, it's been reported that the ASU president, Professor Emmanuel Shodeke, said Gbajabiamila did promise to pay the offset of their salaries. You would recall that he was a key player to, the resolving of the ASU strike that lasted for over 8 months. And now he said there was a written claim that they were going to offset all their unpaid salaries, and now Gbajabiamila is coming to say he never made such commitment. It means that there's disagreement somewhere which could possibly lead to another strike. Do you see a potential in that?
Well, one thing I know for sure is for the strike to be called off, I know we all know that Gbajabiamila stepped in. He met with them. He met with us and even the Minister for Works, for Labour, was there, Chris Ngige, and we saw the drama that happened there. Now, it is likely, it is most likely that the agreement talked about happened. It is most likely, because if I'm going to choose who to believe, definitely I will believe Shodeke. Gbajabiamila is a politician. Now, when a politician tells you anything, you need to think twice now, and because they definitely could deny it. Now, for them to have called us the strike, then something must have happened. Now, why I will not totally blame Gbajabiamila is that it's just it does not belong to the executive arm of government. So now he could say it might have agreed or probably extracted an agreement or an assurance from Ngige that the money will be paid. But I can tell you that Ngige will not do it, because what happened, the drama that took place on the floor of the house, where they brought all of them together to try to see if they could do some settlement out of court. If you see what he did there, showed clearly that he will not have any respect whatever at all for whatever agreement they have with ASU. So if this government really wants to leave a legacy, and if they don't want to destroy their own future and a political party that any of them will belong to in future, I think it's they need to do something to make sure that any strike again, we didn't witness any strike again.
Right.
Because other than that, I mean,
since it's a written document, in the words of Emmanuel Shodeke, do you think that there's another legal case piling? I mean, because according to him, it was written, so he has an evidence that you promised to make payment of our arrears, and you're yet to do so.
Well, allegedly, like he said, now let's assume that there's a written document. But I'm not a lawyer, but I've had some kind of experience that gives me the confidence to be able to talk on issues like this. Now, if they have an agreement between themselves and they just signed it among themselves, and it is not taken to the court for an affirmation, now I doubt it if they can extract any legal action, or if they can succeed, even if they go to court on that. But if it is just something that they sign, and then of course they can tell you, yes, we signed it simply because we needed something, because we want them to call off the strike. This is Nigeria, anything can happen. So what I'm just concerned about is that if this government should be responsible enough to ensure that we do not experience any round of strike again by ASU. Everything that needed to be done must be done. And it has never happened before that a section like ASU will go on strike like that, and you say it's going to, you won't pay them, and you don't get them paid. It has never happened. So I don't see if anything is going to, if anything could make them to say definitely, or just as we have said, we are not going to go back. We are not going to pay them. I am sure they will pay them, but when they will pay them is what we don't know.
Well, we don't know. Well, fingers crossed as we hope that, they reach an arrangement with the federal government. All right, it's now time for you to be a part of the conversation by calling into the studio and lending in your thoughts regarding the state of the nation. We've been able to address a couple of burning issues this morning, and we would like to hear your thoughts. The numbers to call are 0909 888-9939 or 0912-222-2939. We're also taking messages on WhatsApp and regular text to 0904-422-2939. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
We have a lot of feedback coming from your end, Mr. Caller. We can hear you, but faintly. How about you try another location and call us back, please, if you can. Otherwise, you can do a text message or Facebook message because we are live on there.
Facebook, yeah.
0909-888-9939 or 0912-222-2939.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Wilson from Manel.
Good morning to you, sir.
I want to start from ASU and the federal Badabia.
Okay.
To me, Badabia utterances is not the best. That will come from a party that is trying, that is looking forward to win an election. Because we know how far we went during the ASU strike of before he came on board. And to me, although I believe it is the culture that has made these people to go, but his involvement to engineer them going back. And for him to come around now and be saying what he's saying doesn't really give credence to the ruling government, whether they are really serious concerning our education. And concerning that of Wike and the party, look, let's put sentiment apart. The party has its rules and regulations. They are guiding them. Do you know that the government of Oyo might end up not contesting if the party should go through their
Constitution
concerning the role they are playing?
Because it's an anti-party movement.
Yes.
So they can decide to withdraw him as the governor, representative. So these are things they need to think to and about. Look, when you think about what you are fighting for, you think about the rules and regulations of your party. You need to oblige to it. They might end up, I don't know if that would happen, but they need to suspend that with their day. They have for now, like the one that happened 2015, when they were still, because you can remember vividly, they were complaining that the matter promised to go for only one tenor. That was how people decided to opt out because themselves the new PDP then, and they opted out of the party. If you agree, opt out of the party and look for another platform to run. So those that are contesting other PDP, if the PDP should decide to take the appropriate step concerning the party, I think they will not find it that easy. That is my own stand. I don't know what another person thinks about it. But to me, since we say we love Oyo State government, let him do the right thing concerning the party.
Absolutely.
Go through the anti-party. You should not go against it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vasila, for always lending in your thought. Let's take this call.
Hello.
Hello,
good morning. You're on.
Kemi calling from Makuza.
Okay, good morning, Kemi. Let's have a take.
That APC government is the government of lies and deceit. Why would they deceive us to indulge? Why? Are they not bothered about the future of this nation? Are they not bothered about the future of which youth, especially? Are they? It is obvious they do not care. They do not care. None of what they have come to the mass. I will keep saying it. None has been successfully delivered. What can they point at? That this is what they have done. They said they invested heavily in infrastructure. What infrastructure? What have they done when it comes to education, security, economy? What have they done? I really hope Nigerians won't repeat the mistake we made in 2015. Because this set of leaders at the federal level, they have nothing to offer out. Good morning, Kenny calling from Akko.
Thank you very much for your thoughts, Kemi, this morning. 0912-222-2939. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning. Your line is not so clear, Mr. Kola. Probably you change your location and give us a call back.
We can hear you, but there's a hall back coming into the call that is interfering, Mr. Kola. Yes, we don't know what the cause is, but we can't hear you clearly, and we need to understand the message you're trying to convey. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning
to you.
My name is Apele. I'm calling from Malakia.
Okay, let's have your take.
I don't know if I'm permitted to react to the story about budget recently passed by the National Assembly.
Okay, you can. Please, go ahead.
Yeah, I am tagging it as debt servicing budget. Because that is where we have to be. And there is no remorse from the federal government. Sometimes I used to get confused about this thing called Nigeria. What is happening to our earnings from the oil, from agri export, from mining, from the taxes? Our earnings keeps evaporating into the air. We keep borrowing with nothing to show for it. So where do we go from here? I hope by next year, Nigerians will be able to retrace their steps and get it right. That election might be a turning point to lead us to it, because it's the journey of 1,000 miles. But let's start from somewhere, at least, and get out of this mess.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let's take some comments on our Facebook page. APC, this is coming from Bossede Favor. APC leadership is always deceitful and are known for cajoling people. The issue of ASU versus the federal government ought to have been sorted out because our government at the central has lesser value for education sector. That is why ASU has been neglected. I implore the federal government to do the needful by paying them their 8 months arrears and end the incessant strike. May we never experience such leadership in Nigeria again. Bossede Favor.
All right, Amadi Adekunle is saying the APC told us in 2014-2015 that the only way to find solution to the problems of Nigeria was to vote out former President Goodluck Jonathan. Here we are, the problems of Nigeria are getting complicated under their watch, where over 133 million people are multi-dimensionally living in poverty. Now we have known the truth and the meaning of change and next level. Enough of this maladministration come 2023 by God's grace.
Okay, this is coming from Oluwaseun Ruth. This APC-led government are completely bereft and empty of vision. Education should be a matter of right and not a privilege. If they can't pay the lecturers their emolument and upgrade the university educational system, they do not deserve to be called a progressive government. Education will keep collapsing the way the government is taking it with levity, and it is very bad because they came with lofty promises in 2015, but their failure knows no boundary. Okay, that is Oluwaseun Ruth. Let me quickly take this one from Olayinka Adetola because the time is no longer on our side. Olayinka Adetola said, Is it now that ASU just know that the present federal government is full of deception and mendacity? That was how Nigerians were deceived in 2015 by APC, that the problems of Nigeria will be solved by voting out Goodluck Jonathan. But now the situation of Nigeria is getting unbearable, where inflation rate that was met around 9.01% is now over 21%. Their change and next level is to inflict more hardship on the masses. Olayinka Adetola.
All right, the final message here from Bosede Favor. Beautiful morning to everyone in the studio. It is a wise idea that the NLC and the federal government are seeing their decision of increasing the national minimum wages of workers. You see, the minimum wages actually needs to be reviewed and increased, but no matter the level of increment, other factors such as devaluation of Naira, inflation rate, which is now 21.4%, cost of living and the likes will certainly affect people too. So we hope to see our leaders take more decision in favor of the masses too, who are also not salary earners.
Okay, Comrade Olu or Motosho, before we let you go, we'll just maybe your final word for today, because today is your last day this year on the program. As we are looking forward to 2023, what should be our watchword as electorate?
Well, like I always preach here, is the people really need to look deep and look into, project into the future going into this election. Now, we shouldn't be short-sighted. We shouldn't look at the immediate gain that we're going to get. We shouldn't look at, okay, this person is close to me, this one is from my own extraction or whatever. Okay. We should look into the future and then build a future that is secured for our children and our yet unborn grandchildren that are coming by voting according to our conscience. Now, I think we have seen a lot of devastation in the last few years. I don't think we deserve anything that is worse than what we have seen. We should now begin to project into voting for something that will give us better life, that will give us a better future, that will make Nigerians even smile. Now, on the street now, it is a normal thing to see front faces all over the place. But now, we should vote for candidates that will make us to smile.
Put smiles on the faces of the people. Okay, I think I love that ending you gave it to it. I think people are frowning. Actually, people are not smiling. But hey, let's be optimistic.
We surely deserve better for the change that is required.
Happy New Year in advance to everybody.
All right, wishing you the same, sir.
All right, it's a wrap on From the Dailies, the Thursday edition. This is the last Thursday of 2022. And next year when we come on Thursday, it's going to be a new year. We're looking forward to all the good tidings that the new year will bring to you and yours. My name is Victor Richard.
Okay, my name is Adidamola Lafenwa, and I'm hoping and praying that 2023 will be a year of abundance. No more sapa to every one of us.
Amen.
Sakba no fi catch me. I know the God I'm serving will open the windows of heaven for me. Money go day on ground. Lift your voice and sing. Sakba no fi catch me. Catch me, I like. I know.